Can't wait to see this one.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is amongst the hardest working. That goes without saying.
Definitely shout out to Don Chaos. We know you got our back, and we got your back too, man. Denver, Colorado all day, brother. We're definitely going to hook up with you. Much love to Carnival Spirits for putting us on as well on this YouTube, man.
Shout out to you, Don Chaos, for, what is this, episode like 126 or something like that?
Yes, sir.
You've been putting in work, bro. Respect. Y'all doing some shit for the community and the fam out there. Appreciate it. So just keep doing what y'all doing, you know what I mean?
Congrats to Don Chaos for 1,000 subscribers. Whoop, whoop.
Keep it going, man.
Congratulations, Don Chaos. Yes, keep it going, man. Good luck to you, fucking Don Chaos, and fucking hell yeah on your 1,000 fucking followers.
You know who it is. It's Ouija Mac, bitch. Shout out to Carnival Spirits. And fucking shout out to Don Chaos one time. You know what's going on.
This is my brother. Everyone, Don Chaos and Brother Lynch Hung here.
Yeah, and Carnival Spirits. What's up, man? Don Chaos. What's up? It's your boy Brother Lynch Hung. We out here tonight. Let's go.
Fuego Flays and my nigga Don Chaos. What's going on, B? It's my brother right here, my boy. Excuse the left, excuse the left.
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Don Chaos, and I'm with a very legendary man. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Hey, Sean. Yeah, we at the gathering, y'all.
Radio show of the year. This one's always controversial. Coming in number one, we got Hours of Chaos with Don Chaos. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, there. Congratulations, man. Don Chaos, Hours of Chaos.
Yo, 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 yo. What is good, everyone? How is everyone tonight on this lovely Thursday evening, one might say? You guys already know who I am. I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S, your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO, the Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, yeah. So, we are back once again. This is the Hours of Chaos podcast. This is episode 198, y'all. Episode 198. And yeah, tonight we are going to be joined by Smilez. So, Smilez Bundie. So, yeah. We also tomorrow, I have added more clips to the trailer. So tomorrow, hopefully, will be the official day where the trailer for the upcoming schedule for the Hours of Chaos podcast comes out. You guys can expect a really big trailer. You know, I put a lot into making those trailers to promote up and coming schedules. So yeah, hopefully you guys tune into that live premiere tomorrow. It will probably be 6 Eastern time when that premieres. If I can get the 2 clips for the one guest that I'm having. If not, I'll still go ahead and upload it. But yeah. Make sure you guys are sharing this everywhere. Like, subscribe. Make sure you're peeping the links down below. Make sure you're using those hashtags across the screen. Hashtag Underground Unity. And yeah. How's everyone else been? Of course, to start off the year, we have to start off the year very stale with the loss of one of the greats, R.I.P. Gangsta Boo. Was a very big 3-6 Mafia fan. Gangsta Boo, she had bars, y'all. She was a very influential figure here in the world of hip hop and a very public figure, you might say. She was the queen of the South. If anyone deserves to be the queen of the South when it came to Southern hip hop, it's Gangsta Boo. She was the queen of Memphis. That's fact. She is definitely a legend. Yeah, she is definitely 100%. So yeah, we are waiting for our guests. So when our guest is ready, okay, sweet. Right when I say that, our guest is ready. So I'm going to go ahead and send the link to our guest. So again, make sure you guys are tuning in tomorrow live for the premiere of the up and coming schedule for the Hours of Chaos podcast. That's proven fact, Sean. Yep. Exactly. Also, rest in peace, yes, Lord Infamous and Koopsta. Hell yeah. All right, y'all. But yeah, while we're waiting for our guests, and I'm sending them the link, I want to know, what is one of your guys' favorite verses by Gangsta Boo? Whether she's doing the chorus of something, whether she's dropping a straight verse, what are some of your favorite Gangsta Boo tracks or whatever, hooks or choruses? Of course, one that comes to mind is, of course, I have to pick is, of course, Just Another Crazy Click. Classic. Yeah, I have the trailer premiere for the up and coming Hours of Chaos podcast scheduled tomorrow. Also, Saturday, I'm going to record a review for something. So, yeah. Because I got so much projects that I'm working on. I'm finally getting them lined up to where I can get them done. But yeah, let's go ahead and send the link to our guest. All right. All right. I'm going to go ahead and send the link out. Yeah, link is sent now. So what is everyone else up to on this Thursday evening? Yeah, hopefully you guys tune into the live premiere of the trailer tomorrow. What is up? What is up? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff that I plan to do. There's a lot of collab work I want to do with some people, you know, hashtag YJC, hashtag rebuild YJC, hashtag underground unity, hashtag underground united. Yeah. And I'm really serious now about really trying to get this event that I'm trying to do, this annual event, Karma Fest. I think I really want to start getting this like taken care of and get this event going, annual event. Hopefully I can get that going because things are just starting to really move forward again. You know, here in the chaos lair or the chaos household and around here, we all about that underground unity because that's what it's about, you know. You know, this is one of those shows that proves it. And I see our guests right there waiting in the green room. So let's go ahead and give them the proper introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Hours of Chaos podcast, the one, the only Smilez. Bear, 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 bear.
What the fuck is good, family?
What's that, man?
Shit, whole lot of nothing, family. Just hanging out.
Hell yeah. How you doing?
Shit, dude. Pretty fucking good, all things considered, to be completely honest, man. I've been through a lot these past couple weeks, but it sparked some creative juices, and we've got some stuff that's going to come out of it, which we're going to drop some news about here shortly.
So, yeah, I guess what we'll do is when we have a lot of our guests on, you just give a brief introduction, who you are and where you're from, and yeah.
Alrighty, well, shit. For those of you guys that don't already know me, my name is Smilez Bundie. I'm based out of Dayton, Ohio. I've been doing this shit for just about a year and a half now. I started at The Gathering 2021. And yeah, that's about it. My first track was with Scum. It was part of Scum's Respect contest. And I came in second place overall votes for that contest and ended up getting snubbed out, which is what it is because we've had the pleasure and opportunity to work with Scum on numerous occasions since then. And shouts out to the guys over there at LSP. They're always incredibly hospitable, and they're just the shit. Shouts out to LSP. Shouts out to Scum. Shouts out to Insane Poetry. Cody Manson, all those guys, they're the shit. Yeah, man, I dropped my debut project, The Fire Tape, with features from guys like Clockwork E, Cody Manson, Gibby Stites, Chuckles from over there on the West Coast, Mr. Sinful, another guy that's from right here where I'm at. There's a bunch of cats on there. Production by Devro. It's a completely crazy project that I ended up putting together. It took me about a year to put it together. And it ended up dropping this past gathering, first day of the gathering, August 3rd. It's 15 tracks long. I think it's something like 45 minutes. It's if you want to hear the best the underground has to offer right now, the up-and-coming guys, the guys that, you know, aren't selling out all of their fucking shows, but, you know, deserve the clout nonetheless. If you want to see what the underground has to offer as far as new faces go, check out my tape because everybody's on there that's worth listening to.
Yeah, so it sounds like you've been putting in a lot already. That's dope. You're like making a statement. You're literally kicking in the door.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
So yeah, and how did you actually come up with the name Smilez? And did you go by other names beforehand?
So, to be completely honest with you, the name originally came from a Facebook name generator, one of those meme things where you take your birth month and your birthday.
Yeah.
And so I was looking at one of those and it was my killer clown name. And that's pretty much, I tweaked some of the letters and that's how we got it.
Fuck yeah. Of course, you're from Ohio. Like everyone knows, Ohio is like, besides Michigan, it became like one of the other like clown states. So like the clowns are basically known in Ohio, besides of course Michigan back in the day.
Yep, originally back in the day it was Toledo, Detroit, and I think Houston were the three original clown towns. And we're doing our best. I mean, we just had Juggle Ohio announced. I tried to get on that, and unfortunately I didn't end up getting booked, but that's okay. We're in talks for next year. But as far as it goes, man, yeah, Ohio has one of the biggest scenes that I've heard of. There's constantly something coming out of Ohio. I mean, in all reality, we have fucking Cody Manson's from Cleveland. We have Clockwork E out of Columbus and Marion. Fucking I'm out of Dayton. I know that there's some more. We have Tritone Music out of Dayton. I don't know if you're hip to those guys. Man, those guys are the shit. Man, we have a lot of talent here in Ohio, and we're glad that Ouija has decided to recognize all the love, all the Juggalo love that's here, and recognize how much talent we truly have here, because everybody on that bill for Juggle Ohio, minus maybe SON, because I think he's from Pennsylvania, is from Ohio. Every artist on that bill is from Ohio, if I'm not completely wrong.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, it's just completely it blows my mind back, and it makes me incredibly proud for the scene where I'm from.
Yeah, and then you have Axe, who's also from Ohio too.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know I was missing a big one. Lee, I know that Lee Carver, he graduated from the same high school that I did a few years before I did. And, man, all those guys are the shit. Fucking Super Famous Fun Time guys. Those guys are from Ohio. Fucking,
yeah, there's a really big underground scene like in Ohio. Like people don't realize there's like a revolution, and there's like a female artist out of Ohio that I've interviewed. Her name is like Lady Truth. She can like rap and sing. She's got like talent.
Hell yeah. I have to check her out. You said Lady Truth?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, man, it's just insane. Like the amount, the breadth of the scene that we have here in Ohio is just insane. Like, so my first public outing under the Smilez Bundie gimmick with the mask on was Camp Zool, the first Camp Zool.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like a minnow in a fucking sea of sharks type shit. A brand new artist. I didn't even have any released music out, and I'm out there trying to network with guys like, you know, the Super Famous Fun Time guys, Blaze You Dead Homie, fucking all those guys. And to be completely frank with you, I don't have a bad story. One, everybody that I approached was incredibly just welcoming and hospitable. They're down to fucking break you off a piece of that knowledge if they feel like you're actually gonna fucking listen to them.
Hell yeah. I'm still here, don't worry.
Oh, no doubt. But yeah, man, like I said, man, the Ohio music scene is fucking insane. But man, I'm excited. I know that the Indiana music scene, just in the tri-state, so we have, you know, Indiana right there, we have Ohio right here, and then you have Michigan. Man, there's some guys out of Indiana that are just fucking insane. I don't know if you're hip to the psychedelic psychopaths.
Yeah, I
Man,
have.
yeah, man, those guys are the shit. So I might as well start with the news, and this is probably the biggest piece of news that I have to drop tonight, but I might as well spill the beans right here. So Carl's Tavern, I approached Carl's Tavern about booking my first headlining show, and we confirmed that date for July 21st of 2023. I will be at Carl's Tavern in New Haven, Indiana. Doors are going to be at 8 o'clock. It'll be myself headlining with supporting guests such as the Psychedelic Psychopaths are confirmed on the bill. We have Vile House Entertainment confirmed on the bill. Worm, Jones, fucking Smokey, those guys. We have, who else was it's confirmed? Midlife Crisis is on the bill, which is Flapjack Wilson and Ice Tray. A lot of people are hip to Flapjack. He has a side project that he does called Midlife Crisis, and it's the same comedy shit. But man, the first show that I ever did was the Manson Family New Year, and that was I think that was 2022, January 7th, 2022, and that's whenever I met those guys, and man, they blew me the fuck back. If you like the comedy shit like Clockwork E does and fucking, Super Famous and all those cats, dude, fuck with Midlife Crisis, fuck with Flapjack Wilson, because I promise, dude, you will not be disappointed.
So, yeah, and what we usually ask our guests is like, how did you discover the wicked shit in ICP? Like, what was the first song that like grasped your attention where you were like, what the heck is this?
So my first exposure to the wicked shit wasn't ICP, and a lot of people look at me funny whenever I say that, and they look at me even funnier whenever I follow it up with my first exposure to the wicked shit. I was probably 4 or 5 years old, and my mom's boyfriend had one of those. You remember the old school big fucking CD binders with the four? They got 4 of them, and they're every bit of that fucking thick.
Yeah.
One of my mom's ex-boyfriends, because dad split whenever I was 2 and shit. One of my mom's ex-boyfriends had one of those books, and I was flipping through it one day, and he had a loose first pressing of Most Tasteless, and I saw Jamie and Paul's face on that CD, and it was just the cartoon faces, but I was like, man, this shit looks wicked. And then my 5-year-old ass pops that in the CD player, and that fucking intro track comes on with that fucking piano talking about do 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 twisted. And yeah, dude, that shit got cranked all the way up to 11, and my mom ended up busting in the room talking about what the fuck are you listening to, and took the CD and started a whole fucking war that lasted probably about 6 months of her taking the CD and me sneaking into her room and stealing it back, and to the point where it got like she came in my room and took it out of the CD player one day and just broke the motherfucker in half right in front of me. And yeah, man, that's the beginning of the wicked shit for me. And then whenever I got a little bit older, probably 10 or 11, my homie showed me the Great Malenko, and the rest is history.
Hell yeah. And what is some music that you actually grew up like listening to, like in your household before you went on and discovered your own music? Like me growing up, I heard like a lot of classic rock growing up and all that, because that's what my parents listened to.
See, my mom, not to make her sound like nothing, she always had a lot of different boyfriends. And I grew up in the ghetto. So, I grew up on fucking, 3-6 Mafia, David Banner, fucking, fucking Mike Jones. Mike Jones was a big influence. Fucking, dude, there's a lot of it. Bone Thugs and Harmony. There's even the R&B influence in there too, which is like, Boys to Men, SMW, fucking, dude, all that shit. And then my mom was also, that's the biggest blessing that I've had in my life, is that she just listened to fucking everything. So 1 minute we could go from listening to 3-6 Mafia to listening to fucking Loretta Lynn and Conway Twitty, or fucking SMW or fucking Mudvayne.
Oh,
Like I had a lot of music in my household, and it's always been a really big part of my life. And I like to pride myself on not really constricting myself to one genre. I'll listen to pretty much anything you set in front of me.
That's how I am too. I tell people if it sounds good to me, I'll listen to it. I just love music.
But that's the thing, though, is even if it doesn't sound good to me on the first listen, like I'll keep it all the way above. The first time I heard Ouija Mac, boy, I made fun of that man for fucking 6 or 7 months. Because the first song I ever heard from him was Spaghetti. My girl played it for me when we first got together. First song I ever heard from him was Spaghetti, and the motherfucker comes on there talking about, bitch, I'm ready like some microwave spaghetti. Yeah, dude, I clowned his ass for a solid 6 or 7 months because I just didn't understand it. I didn't listen to the fucking full track. I heard him start with that, and I'm like, nah, this shit's garbage. Get the fuck out of here. And obviously I was wrong. Because Ouija is probably one of the most prolific artists to come out of our scene in the past fucking 20 years. Easily in the past 20 years.
Yes, he is. And a lot of people forget he's a juggalo himself. He's grown up on this shit. He has a very heavy influence from like 3-6 Mafia and shit.
The thing that I respect most about Ouija is that he has his own lane. A lot of these guys that I'm coming up with, and a lot of the guys that I've listened to that I've tried to come up throughout the years, because I do my research. I'm not just coming into this shit blind. A lot of the guys that I've listened to sound the exact fucking same, or try to sound the exact fucking same.
Exactly.
They either want to sound like fucking Jamie, or they want to sound like fucking Joe, fucking Violent J. They either want to sound like one of those two motherfuckers, and there's no in between.
That's why I've been telling people it's good to know that there's like a lot of like individual artists out there now that have their own sound and unique flow. I'm like, good, because that's what we need more again.
Dude, I'll put it out here like this. My next project, which we're gonna get to here in a little bit. Dude, my next project is something fucking insane, and it's something that sounds like nothing in our scene right now. Yes, there's some tracks that still have that Memphis, Dirty South influence, but I've been drawing from more inspiration from the R&B side. I've been listening to like Mo 3. I've been listening to a lot of Mo 3. A lot of juggalos and juggalo artists are afraid to give props to mainstream artists. Fuck that bullshit, because even some of these mainstream cats fucking go hard.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if he sounds soft. Listen to what the fuck my dude is saying.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm drawing from inspiration like Mo 3, a lot of Sada Baby, stuff like that, and I'm trying to incorporate. So I'm doing those types of vocal shits, while still incorporating the old school horrorcore beat, like the instrumentation of it. All those chimes and the fucking dope ass samples that they use. It needs to be incorporated, and I feel like honestly, I feel like Ouija has opened the door just with these past couple of albums that he's done for us to start to branch out from everybody thinking that, to be a juggler, to be an underground artist, because I don't like the term juggalo artist. To be an underground artist, you have to do horrorcore. You have to do fucking the OG fucking, I just fucking killed a bitch and she was pregnant and I raped her and that's a threesome. bullshit. Fucking, I feel like with what Ouija has done, he's opened an environment for us to express ourselves a little bit more openly, emotionally, and for us to start to speak on with what I feel like a lot of juggalos and people in our scene struggle with, which is our mental health. I feel like being able to explore the softer side of the shit without fucking feeling like everybody's going to look at you like you're whack is a blessing. It's an incredible blessing, and I really hope that a lot of my peers in the up and coming, and even some of the bigger guys, will fucking follow that example and start to, branch out a little bit more creatively and stop boxing themselves in. Because, fuck, you can have a million tracks, but if they all sound the same and have the same fucking content, who the fuck's gonna listen to it?
Exactly. That's like even with Cody Manson, he's been getting like very experimental. Like the most personal song he's ever wrote was that song that he did, Tears of a Clown. That's like the most heartfelt song he's ever wrote, and it's a beautiful song.
I love that song, man. I've got to hear him perform that live a couple of times. Me and Cody, fucking shouts out Cody. He's a good buddy of mine.
Hell
man,
yeah. I'm proud of him. He's going places.
Man, I'll tell you what, I'm incredibly proud of that man, because especially with everything that he's going through and the adversity that he's faced and all the fucking slander that he's had to fucking face in the past little bit, all these fucking player hater motherfuckers that are hating on a motherfucker that's finally getting his due and finally getting his shine, bro, and he's still standing here fucking standing tall. Like, bro, shouts out to that man, Cody Manson, because, like, not a lot of motherfuckers are built like that.
Exactly. And that's why I'm glad a lot of artists are now starting to come out and say, okay, aside from the bullshit, let's just rise up together. I'm like, yes, that's why we promote underground unity.
For sure. For sure. That shit, man.
Hell yeah. And what would you say is like your top 5 albums that like impacted your life? Like it could be a wide diversity if you had to pick 5.
Okay, so people are gonna fucking want me to name off a bunch of Juggalo albums.
Oh, it could be a diversity. We've had people say a lot of diverse things.
So number 5, well, in no particular order. We'll just call it like that. No particular order. Damn by Kendrick Lamar.
Hell
that's
yeah.
a fucking masterpiece. That's
Yes.
a masterwork. Fucking Acid Rap, Chance the Rapper.
Hell
that is incredibly pivotal. That's one of those all gas, no brakes, one of the OG ones. I can sit and put that song on from the fucking intro to the outro and not skip any of it and be engaged the entire fucking album. Man, I'll tell you what, the Mighty Death Pop probably is another one, because that and Abominations Twisted is another one, because those two were the first pieces of physical media that I ever bought. Like I ever actually went out to a store and bought. And at the time I lived in bumfuck Egypt, Kentucky, and it took me 4 hours to drive to the nearest mall to get those. So yeah, those are definitely always in my top 5. I guess I only have one more. So the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. Just, man, that is a classic album. That is, again, I could put it on from the first track to the last one and not skip a fucking song. They got a lot of flack in their time because they were so fucking far ahead of their time, and now that they're gone, and they've teased the reunions and done a couple shows here and there, but they're fucking gone. Man, we didn't realize what we had before it was gone. So yeah, the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance is probably up there.
Hell yeah. And what was your actual first show that you remember attending growing up, and how was the experience like? And can you remember it like it was yesterday?
Oh, dude, the first show. So that's pretty crazy. So the first show that I ever attended before I was Smilez Bundie, I went under the name Young Misery, and I did a show opening up for the Axis Family Tour in Covington, Kentucky. I did a set there, and that was the first show that I ever did. That first show that I was ever at either. Honestly, there's only been a handful of times, and it's weird to say it like this because I don't want to sound like a prima donna bitch, but there's only been a handful of times that I've gone to a show where I'm not performing.
Yeah.
Because I have this weird thing about me, this weird thing in my psyche where, like, I don't know if it's because of my social anxiety or whatever whatever you want to call it. I don't vibe at shows. I just can't. I don't it could be I went to the fucking gathering. I can vibe at the gathering because that's a different thing. If you've been, you know, it's a completely different atmosphere. It's a completely different vibe. But I just don't vibe like at actual venues, at shows. I don't vibe. I can't do it. I'm not going to waste my money to go see a show that I'm not going to be able to enjoy. It could be the fucking best show ever in life. It could be, bro, I could be going to see Prince, and Prince was the shit live. I don't give a fuck. Prince was the shit.
Hell yeah.
But I wouldn't be able to vibe because, motherfucker, you're too close to me, back up. And if you don't, I'm going to blow your whole fucking melon out. Type shit.
Yeah, it's like me. If I go to like a show by myself, I usually just keep to myself. Now, if my homies or people I know are there, then I'll vibe with them. But if I'm just the only one there, I just keep to myself.
I can get behind that. I've got some cats. Shouts out to Camp Octopus. Yeah, man. We usually ride out to shows together. Me and my producer, Slamgelo, my homie Zarek, my wife, Mrs. Bianca Bundie. Shouts out to Mrs. Bianca Bundie. I love you, babe. Yeah, man. We have a small crew of about 5 or 6 people that we usually mob out everywhere that we go. Like, if I'm performing somewhere, you'll usually see that little click. If we're at the gathering, you'll see that little click in the crowd. Fucking, it just is what it is. But yeah, man, fucking. If I'm with my people, then sometimes I'll be able to let loose a little bit more. Alcohol definitely helps, even though I'm not a drinker. But yeah, if not, then I'm a shell of a person, and especially as an artist, you got to be somewhat approachable. I feel like I am, but I'm not good at talking to people. So you're going to be sitting there talking to me about whatever, and you're going to get one of 3 responses, which I've really got to work on. I got to push past that anxiety shit, but it just is what it is. I don't want anybody to be surprised if they approach me. That's why I'm saying this shit. Fucking, you're going to get one of 3 responses. Yep. Hell yeah. Or that's dope. And that just is what it is. It just is what it is. Because I don't know how to respond. I'm having sensory overload. And that's what it is.
But you guys heard it here first. He said he's going to work on it.
Yeah, no doubt.
And what is like some of like your favorite like top 5 foods if you had to pick? Like what's food that you can always eat and never get tired of eating no matter what?
Ass. No, I'm just playing. Well, I'm not playing, but that's not a real food. Let's see. As basic as it sounds, fucking pizza. Yeah, dude, I'll smash out some pizza. It doesn't even really have to be good pizza. You can go get the fucking Save-A-Lot boys, and I'll fucking hit it with some mozzarella cheese and some extra pepperonis, and I'll call that shit good. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, pizza, fucking good popcorn. I like jelly beans. Jelly beans are dope. Yeah, that's about the breadth of it.
With me, it's like Greek and Mexican food is like some of my top food.
Dude, I have a real bad stomach. I get acid reflux, so bro, I can't eat a lot of shit because I'll just be in the bathroom up chucking out of both ends. But yeah, dude, fucking as far as that goes.
So yeah, it seems like you've been making like a lot of noise with all the people you told me you've worked with. Like you got a beat by Devereaux. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Dude, everybody that I've worked with is just like I said earlier, it's just been incredibly hospitable. The next project that I'm working on, we might as well spill the beans about, is it's going to be called Bundie. It is self-titled. It's my actual debut album. It's not. This is my sound. This is not on the Fire tape. You heard my sound while working with other artists, trying to work around other artists' styles, what have you. Now, there are a couple of songs in there that are actually my sound. If you go into my project and you listen to Burn Rubber, if you listen to Let the Clown Out, if you listen to, there's a couple more. Bend and Bones is a good example of that. Those are my sound. And I'm working on expanding that even more. I think I'm only going to have one or two features on this album because I had fucking 9 of them on the Fire tape. And it's gonna be set to release probably the middle of the year this year. I don't have an exact date yet, but as far as it goes, it is in the works. I started for the first time in a long time. Started producing my own beats again. So a lot of this album is going to be self-produced. I think I'm going to reach out to Shaggy the Airhead, and possibly DJ Chunk to see if I can get them to do some work on the album. And I'm in talks with the homie 8 Legs to design the cover for the album. So expect whenever that gets done to see that announcement happen. But yeah, man, I'm super excited. Bundie expected third quarter of this year. Before the gathering, I guarantee you that it'll be dropped before the gathering.
And can we expect physical copies?
Oh, absolutely. I have. By the way, I have physical copies of the Fire tape available. You can hit me up on Facebook. I'm incredibly easy to reach out to. As long as I'm not at a show, you can message me. I'm approachable. Fucking yeah, man. I've got physical copies of the Fire tape CDs. I think that we're selling them right now for $10 for a regular copy, and then it's $20 for a signed copy. And those are on back order right now. I've got those should be coming in inside the next few days. I know I've got some orders lined up. If you're watching this and you've ordered the Fire tape, trust and believe it's coming. I know you've been waiting. It's coming. But yeah. There will be physical copies of Bundie, and like I said, man, mostly self-produced. There should be some appearances by Shaggy the Airhead and DJ Chunk in there, and that's about as far as that goes with the Bundie announcement.
Well, and I love what you're doing, man. So definitely just keep up the great work. You got the support here on the Hours of Chaos podcast.
Well, thank you, boss.
And I know we've been talking about getting you on here for a while. I know you like actually hit me up and you're like, hey, I'm actually like a fan of your show and stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was one of the many that went and voted on the Replicon Radio Awards. Man, I'm glad that you guys ended up pulling through and getting that. You definitely deserved it. Man, it makes me proud because I've been tuning in since probably like episode 20 something. I can't remember exactly which episode, but
damn! So you're almost like a day oneer. That's awesome.
Yeah, dude. I again, like I said earlier, man, I do my research, and it just isn't on the artists in the underground. Everybody, like, it takes a village to make this shit work, and it's not just the artists, it's not just the fans, it's guys. I'm not trying to steal your shine away from you and give it to nobody else. It's guys like you. It's guys like the guys over at the Thuggalo show. It's guys fucking. It's the podcasters. It's the guys that are bringing the platform for guys like me to come and share what we have with the Juggalo Nation, and it is greatly appreciated.
Exactly. That's one thing I've always loved doing is I just love helping people out. If I see talent, I want to help get that talent out there. Like my job has always been like, I love helping people. I love helping people, and I ask for like nothing else in return.
No, I completely feel that, man. I completely feel that.
Oh yeah.
But shit, man.
So anyone that you haven't worked with that you would actually want to work with, because I think the possibilities are endless.
So I don't want to drop any spoilers or anything. I don't want to drop too many beans. Ever since I was a kid, I really, really, really wanted to work with Lil White, and it's looking like we're gonna have the opportunity to make that happen. I don't know exactly when that's gonna happen, but it looks like we have the opportunity to make that happen. So I'm incredibly excited about that. That's a bucket list.
Let's see.
And another one that I've always really wanted to work with. I've always wanted to do a song with Violent J, just because, man, I've always looked up to that cat. He's like,
Still not working. Let's see. Mic check 1 2.
Your mic's working though. But yeah, man, Violent J and Lil White are probably the biggest one, and it's looking like we're going to be able to make one of them happen.
Gotta love technology.
But shit, since he's over here fixing his mic, I guess I will drop some more nuggets of news on you guys. Something that hasn't even been announced on my social media yet. Show announcement. You will be able to catch Uncle Bundie live during the following dates.
Stuff. Hold on. I don't know what's going on.
You will be able to catch Uncle Bundie live during the following dates at the following venues. February 12th, Odd Bodies Music Room in Dayton, Ohio. Catch me opening up for somebody. I don't have the information on me right now, but February 12th, Odd Bodies Music Room, Dayton, Ohio. February 19th, Carl's Tavern in New Haven, Indiana. You can catch me opening up for the Nomads. Insane Poetry. Chucky Chuck and the DRP. Again, that's February 19th at Odd Bodies Music Room in New Haven, Indiana.
All right, I fixed it.
And as previously announced, my first headlining show, which is also on my birthday, July 21st at Carl's Tavern with Vile House, fucking Psychedelic Psychopaths, and Midlife Crisis. Others to be announced, and we're also booking openers. So if you're looking to play Carl's and you haven't played before, or you're just looking to play again, get a hold of me, get in my DMs because slots are filling up quick. Other than that, yeah, man, Bundie's on the way. It's due later this year before the gathering. But yeah, man, that's all the news that I got. And it looks like the Don is back. So what is up, family?
Yeah, I fixed it.
Bet.
Gotta love technology. Not. So yeah,
Oh.
like, do you like have any like shout outs before we let you go? Of course, can the Hours of Chaos podcast get a shout out as well?
Oh, dude, for sure. Shouts out the Hours of Chaos podcast and the fucking homie Don Chaos. I'm glad that we were able to make this shake, homie, bro. It's been an honor. I want to shout out my wife, Mrs. Bianca Bundie. I love you very, 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 very much, baby. Shout out my daughter, Mrs. Baby Bundie. I love her very much too. Shouts out the Psychedelic Psychopaths, Trippy Six, Slim Crook, and Zodiac Jack. Love y'all motherfuckers. Shouts out Amasa Entertainment, fucking Two Boots, and those cats over there. Those guys are the shit. Fucking shouts out LSP, Scum, Insane Poetry, Cody. Fucking shouts out Michael Lawless, who just got recently signed to LSP. That was announced. That's my fucking homie. I love him to death. Love you, Mike. And as far as that goes, man, shouts out my mom, shouts out my sister, fucking shouts out everybody, man. But most of all, man, I want to shout out everybody and anybody who's watching this, whether it's live or on a replay. Thank you for supporting the underground. We couldn't do this shit without you guys, and we love you very, very, very fucking much. Keep doing what you do so we can keep doing what we do.
Yep, because we are preaching underground unity here. Fuck divide.
Fuck division, fuck the beef. It's all about unity. We've been divided for way too fucking long, and it's done with. Juggalos as a whole have announced openly that we are tired of the division. So let's end it. We're not doing this. We came to this shit because we were tired of being left out of the fucking cool clique. Stop making cliques. We're all family.
Exactly.
For sure.
And yeah, you're always welcome on the show anytime, man. Anytime you got anything you're working on, just like hit me up and I'll definitely book a spot for you. Or if you know anyone that wants on, let me know.
For sure, man. If you haven't had them on yet, man, I definitely consider reaching out to the Psychedelic Psychopaths. They're incredibly funny cats, and I'm sure they've got some stories that'll blow your fucking mind.
Hell yeah. And I'm actually going to try putting together an annual event down here in Florida. So what I'm trying to do, it's going to be called Karma Fest. And every year it's going to be an annual event. And what you do is you would like come down and perform. And every year is going to be like for a good cause. Like maybe one year might be for homelessness. One might be for like children in need. It might just be for a different cause every time. So if you're ever down to come perform that, let me know.
Absolutely, family. Just shoot me some details. We'll make it happen.
Hell yeah. And you definitely have a good night, man.
All right, you too, brother. Much love.
Hell yeah. And feel free. You can like chop it up in the chat with everyone still if you want to.
Oh, for sure. I'll see you guys down in the chat. Much love. Uncle Bundy. Out.
Later. Yeah. Hell yeah, y'all. And I'm going to be right back, y'all. I'll be back. All right, y'all, I'm back. So, yeah. So, what's everyone else up to tonight? What is going on? Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Okay, it's working. Can you guys hear me clearly? Good. So yeah, let's get into some underground, Juggalo news, some topics as well as stuff. Again, thank you for Smilez Bundie for coming on the Hours of Chaos podcast. And yeah. So let's get into some topics, Of course, we are fast approaching the 200th episode of the Hours of Chaos podcast. Again, tomorrow, make sure you guys tune in live for the premiere for the up and coming schedule for the Hours of Chaos podcast, because you guys know I put in a lot of work and stuff and dedication to those trailers, and I put them together. So yeah. Anywho, let's get on to our first topic. Shaggy recently showed up on a podcast saying that ICP is taking a little bit of a break, which a lot of people are wondering, what does that mean? It's obvious. They're taking a break because, Shaggy's been doing the Shaggy and the Creep show. He's going to be working on the Shaggy show. Jay's got his stuff going on. And, maybe it's a good thing because, we all need a break every now and then, just like for a lot of us here, like podcasters and stuff and people in the YJC. A lot of us sometimes need to take breaks every now and then because sometimes taking a break is all you need to get your your ducks back in a row, as the term goes. But yeah, it just means there's more time, that they can get done what they want to do. Everyone needs a break every now and then. Because, Jay and Shags put in a lot of work for a lot of people. And what is going on with my connection now? Hold on, y'all. All right. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. Anywho. We got Jugga, Ohio coming up, which to those who are going to Jugga, Ohio, everyone have fun and be safe. There's been a more added lineup to the show. So let's go ahead and pull up to who's all been added, because there's been more acts added to this Jugga, Ohio show. Let's see. Of course, if you guys haven't, there is physical copies available of Damian Quinn and Razical's collab project. If anyone remembers, or if you've heard of it, it's called Voodoo Dolls and Dabs. It's a collab project by Damian Quinn of Dark Half and Razakal, and physical copies are available right now. Also, some dope upcoming shows you guys can look forward to are the Underground United 6th annual show with artists from across the USA. Because once again, we all here, I want to see it in the chat, y'all. Hashtag Underground Unity, hashtag Underground United. We have like the homie Chuckles performing here. We have Metapelli Music. You have Worm/Vile House performing. There's Mr. Dosha, JP the Hustler. You have so many dope people playing at this show. It's dope. It's good to see shows like this. So, yeah, there's a lot going to look forward to. This is a dope lineup, of course. It's going to be in Arizona. And if you guys are going to the show, as long as you come, if you're coming from out of state and you have your ID, you get in this show for absolutely free. So this is going to be a very great lineup. Very great lineup, one might add. Another dope show coming your way, of course, is the Wasteland Tour, which is the Nomads. If you guys ever hear of the Nomads, check them out. Featuring special guest performance, 100 Proof, Chucky Chuck of DGAF, the DRP, and the legendary Insane Poetry. And I don't know what my cat wants. They keep coming in and out of the room. Anywho. So there's a lot of good shows. So if you guys know any venues or promoters, just have them hit up your local promoters, book these shows, because you know it's going to be a great time. These shows are going to be very dope. 5 Force Records. Well, my cat's not here right now. They keep like going back and forth out of the room. Yeah, there's a lot of great shows. There's a lot of great guests lined up for here on the Hours of Chaos podcast. You know, of course, we're going to have a guest on the 200th episode as well. And yeah, that 200th episode is going to be another phenomenal episode because it is the 200th episode of the Hours of Chaos podcast, as well as, yeah, we are going to be doing a giveaway on that show. So tune in to whenever the 200th episode of the Hours of Chaos podcast is. You guys will know when the 200th episode is. You will know when it is. And what we give away, you guys will have to just wait and see. One of the things that we're definitely going to give away on the 200th episode. It is something right here on my desk. It's right here on the desk. And It's a little something extra that I have, and you guys will have to wait and see what this product is. This is a product that some people have, some might not have. So if you don't have this product, this is something you're going to want. Trust me. I'll give you a hint. It's something dope you can hang on the wall. And it's something extra that I have. Yeah. What else do we got? If you guys haven't, hopefully you got your pre-orders for Severus Click, the compilation album titled Book of the Dead. Go pick it up. Pick up your bundles. This is your last chance to pick up your bundles. So go pick up your bundles. I went ahead and picked one up. So go get your bundles. And that's what this is for. When this album drops, I will be doing a full-on review because I do have plans to do reviews more of brand new stuff when it comes out as well. Of course, make sure you guys are peeping the links down in the description for our guest, Smilez Bundie, tonight. Check out all his links as well as check your boys' links. There is also links to your boys' PayPal if anyone wants to contribute to future giveaways on this channel. But yes, Severus Click, Book of the Dead. So excited for this. Whoa, the chat just shot up. Hold on, y'all. Whoa, Lordy, hold on. Anywho. But yeah, wait till you guys tune in tomorrow live for the live premiere of the up-and-coming schedule for the Hours of Chaos podcast. It will be premiering around 6 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys are there live in the chat for the premiere. I will be there in the live, in the chat, and in the premiere. And yeah, this has been the Hours of Chaos podcast. You guys already know who I am. I am Mr. D to the O to the N to the C to the H to the A to the O to the S. Your friendly neighborhood JUGGALO. Karma Millionaire. If you don't know, now you know. And if you still don't know, then yeah, you should know. I will see you guys tomorrow live for the live premiere of your up-and-coming guests on the Hours of Chaos podcast. Yeah. Tune in. Deuces, y'all.